There is an energy that binds the universe together. What if you could be taught to harness that power? To be able to move objects, manipulate matter with a mere thought. What if you could influence the natural order of the cosmos? When this proposition is laid out before you, two questions must be asked. What would you do with that power? And would you be willing to take that risk?
Hey guys, Tom Elderfield here. I just want to make a quick video to say thank you so much for purchasing Helix. This is one of the first tricks I created when I was about 14 years old, and it's great to see it come to life here with Magic Teo. I'm in Paris. What can I? Oh no, no more. I'm in London. There we go. That was just really weird. Green screen. Magic of television. Magic of television. Where was I? Oh yeah! Thank you so much for purchasing Helix. I hope you guys enjoy all the things and techniques and routines that are going to be taught. And yeah, thank you. Here is Helix. And I'm out.
Now I'm sure you've opened your package already, and inside you will see the secret to Helix, which is a glue dot. Now you will have received about 30 of these, so let's get straight into how to use them and apply the Helix principle. Now we're going to go through the basics of the Helix principle using a tic-tac box just to show you a different object. So you take your glue dot. Be careful because they are very sticky, so try not to touch them. They will lose their stickiness. So this goes in the middle of your object. Now you want it in the middle of your object because you want to find the center of gravity for said object, because otherwise it won't pivot correctly. So it's in the center of the tic-tac box, right there. Hopefully you can see that. All you have to do to set it in place, make sure it's flat too. That's why I'm doing it on the top of the tic-tac box, not there, because you won't be able to stick it to anything. You place it down, and then press down, and then you twist the object, just like so. And you'll sort of feel the tension of where the glue dot wants to give. So it's about there for this one. And then all you have to do is just let go, and it will start to twist and turn on its own. It'll keep twisting and turning, and you sort of have to mess around with different objects you use, but that is the basic principle of Helix. Now we're going to get into the very spooky haunted deck routine using Helix. So what you need is a deck of cards, an ordinary deck of cards, and two indifferent cards. So in this case, Joker and the Three of Hearts. Now the reason why I'm using the Three of Hearts is just to illustrate that the glue dot goes in the center, and you can see it. So you take your glue dot, and it goes into the center of the topmost card. So in this case, the 3, that goes right in the center. You can of course use any other card, but this is just so you can see it more clearly. There we go, in the center. Don't need this bit anymore. That goes in the center. Now, the alignment of making this gimmick is very important, because if it's out a little bit, it'll be more noticeable. So a few tips and tricks on how to align this directly in the middle. So you know that if the card is printed correctly, that the middle of the card will be where that circle is in the bicycle wheel. So you know that you've got to align that with that one on the other card. But you can't just go straight for it, because it will be a lot misaligned. So using the arrows, you've got north, east, south, west arrows on every card. You take this arrow, you line up that arrow with the bottom arrow, and then you align these lines next to the little angel tummies, or mermaids, whatever they are, and they go on the sides. So you cover up as much of that top one as the bottom one, not quite, there we are, and there we are, press in the middle. That should be pretty good. You'll get the knack of it as you mess around. So press down, and now you have your gimmick made. To set it, all you have to do is twist it. Try not to press in the middle. Twist the cards, and there we are. Look at that, that's not too bad. And now you've set your gimmick. This goes on the bottom of the pack, just like so. And they can pick any card. Now, the interesting thing is, because this gimmick is only 2 cards, you can give the cards a shuffle, as long as you keep that bottom half on the bottom. You can give it a riffle shuffle, because by holding that, the gimmick isn't going to reveal itself. It's not going to start twisting. So you do that. There we go. Still on the bottom. And they can pick any card. So let's go through. Let's pick a card. 6 of hearts. Heart principle. Going through the 6 of hearts. Now, the only thing you have to do is cut a bit deeper than half the pack. Because of how powerful the glue dot is. If you want it to go slower and a bit less, you can cut more of the deck. But to get the best results, I would suggest cutting a bit more than half the pack. Swing cut, put their selected card, which they can sign, in there, put your gimmick on top of that, and now you're set. All you have to do is release the deck. So if we place that down like that, you'll see it start to move on its own. There we go. Magic. And it will go for some time. The more you use it, the less it will start to twist, because it will start to not be as elasticated. Is that a word? It is now. Now, all you have to do, still going, all you have to do is cut at the gimmick. Don't cut in the middle. You want to lift up the entire gimmick. That may look a little odd, but I'm doing it in slow motion, because what you're going to do is you're going to take the whole gimmick. So you're holding the edge of the top cards, and the other card is there. You put that in your other hand, and you reset the gimmick. So when you're squaring up the pack, you are then just re-squaring up the gimmick on the bottom. Turn over the card, and it's there, signed, selected card. And the interesting thing is, because now this is the bottom half of the pack again, if you put the rest of the pack on top, you can then have someone else select a card. Let's say this one, 5 of diamonds. Cut again, have them sign it if they like, put it in the middle, and you are reset to do it again, and it'll start twisting on its own. Do it a bit faster. You cut off at the gimmick, readjust, their card is there. And you can do it again and again. It's really great. So you can have a group of people. You can go to one person and be like, oh, look at this. And then you can do it again to another person. Just to reiterate, don't shuffle that off the bottom if you are going to shuffle. Always on the bottom, and wherever you cut into the middle, if you cut a bit deeper, if there are more cards on top of your gimmick, it will turn slower, because obviously it's heavier. And if you cut less, it'll turn quicker, just like so. So there you go, there's some tips and tricks, and that is the Spooky Haunted deck. Now we're going to go over the method of Angel, which is another routine you can do with the Helix gimmick, and it involves the Angel on the back design of a bicycle pack. So all you have to do is cut out the card. You have to cut out that little circle. Take your glue dot, and that goes in the middle of your cutout piece, like so. There we are. Put that to one side. And there we are in the middle. You take a card that you want to force, say the 7 of spades, and you align your cutout angel with the angel on the back design, like so. There we are. Press down. Glue that in place. Perfect. Now you've got your gimmick all set on a card. So you put that on the top, and you just force it in any way you like. You can use a cull force, just have them touch a card, and you show the card, turn over, peel that off, turn that back down. They can sign the card, and just as you're letting it dry, you say, oh, your card seems to be misprinted. And what you're doing behind the scenes, what you're looking at is the back of the card. So with your thumb, all you have to do is twist that over, just like that. From the front, they have no idea what's going on. Put that back into place. So you say, oh, I think your card's misprinted. Look. So you twist it round, and you show that the angel's out of place. Hold the corner, let go of that, and the angel will start twisting on its own. I'll twist and twist and twist and twist. Flip the card up, show that it really is their signed selected card, and all you have to do is pop the angel off with your thumb, like so, and it will stick to wherever you place it. So if you stick it to sort of a palm position, don't really need to have to worry about palming it because it'll stick to your finger. So you pop that off, bring it over, and then you can just hand out their signed card without the gimmick on the back, and that's completely normal. Now there is another way to do angel if you didn't want to peel off the gimmick from their signed card. All you need is a double back card, like so. You take your ready prepared angel with the glue dot in the center, and you put it on one of the backs of the double backer. So, just as before, line it up, like so. There we are. Press into place, just like that. And this goes on the top of the pack, just like so. So the gimmick is face down. You have them pick any card they like. This really is a free choice, you don't need to force anything. They can sign it if they wish. They sign it, catch a pinky break, put that on top, and you do a double turnover. So I'm just turning over two cards as one, showing the back, and now you're revealing your gimmick there. So back again, they sign a card, take it back, push over, pinky break, do a double turnover, two cards as one, and peel off your gimmick. Now as you're peeling off, all you have to do is twist the gimmick round as you pull that off. In one motion it looks like you're just turning their card over and pulling it off like that. You go, oh look, your card's misprinted. So then you do the same motion, you grab the corner, and you just let that roll back into place, just like so. And when it's back in the center, you pull over, and you do another double turnover. So that's their signed card, that's the gimmick. Two cards as one, and you peel off their card, show that it is signed, and then you can turn it over, and there's no gimmick to be shown. And you can reuse this over and over again and just keep it in your deck. So that is another method for Angel. Well, now you know the Helix principle, and it can be applied to basically anything. Anything small and light. So we've got a couple of examples for you. You've seen us use the tic-tac as the example at the beginning, but you can also use a tic-tac out of the tic-tac box. You can put the tic-tac on the tic-tac box. You can do anything you like with it. I would suggest not using a full glue dot for that. I would just pull off about half, stick that to it. You can have your gimmick from the Haunted deck just on top of the pack, and you can have one card spin on its own. You can take half of the Haunted deck gimmick. You can just take the single card off, put a glue dot in the middle, put it on top of a card box. You can use the card box itself as long as it doesn't have cards in. You can put a glue dot on the bottom and have the card box spin, like so. You can do it in the center there. You can have that spin like that. To be honest, I do prefer the Haunted deck routine. I think that's more fun and a bit more versatile. You can use Sharpie. You can use the Sharpie cap. So that will spin on its own as well. Basically, anything. And have fun. Have a lot of fun with this. And if you have any great ideas, let us know. We want to know. That's it. Thank you so much for taking part in Helix, and I hope you have fun with it. Quick. We thought we'd throw in a bonus idea, a linking rubber bands effect. This can be incorporated with Poor Man's Handcuffs. It can be a standalone effect, but we thought we'd throw it in. So you take your glue dot, and you take about half of it. So you just pull that off. There we are. And just pull it out. And about half of it just like so. Put the other half to one side, and you take this half, it's very sticky. You pull one of your rubber bands apart a bit so it stretches, and you put that in the middle. So you've got a glue dot in the center there. There we are. And you just twist it around a bit. So you've got one sticky patch right there. There we go. You can, so that's stuck to my thumb at the moment. So it's there. You can show your bands, just like so. All you have to do is attach one band to the glue dot, placing it on top in your hand like that, and just roll a bit. So you're rolling the first rubber band on top of the glue dot just to stick them both into place, just like so. And all you have to do is lift, just like that. And with a little bit of motion, that should look like they are linked. And you can swap hands, just like so, show that they are linked. And now all you have to do is hold the middle, where the glue dot is, pull the top one off, and by pulling, you're separating the glue dot from the bottom one. So when that snaps up, just like that, there's no glue dot on this one. You can hand that out first. That gets handed out. Twist this one up, and I have just done the same thing, but left the glue dot on my finger. So that gets pulled off the rubber band like that, and then you can give that out as well. And that is just a quick bonus rubber band effect that we thought you'd like.